Hi guys, I am here to do my Weight is Enough Wednesday. So I hope everybody's having a good week so far. I'm having a pretty good week. For any of you new subscribers, Weight is Enough Wednesday was started by Melody at Transforming Melody and Spanky Cola, aka Rhonda. And there are a whole group of fabulous women doing this Weigh-In Wednesday video, and I will have all of their channels listed in the link below. So let's get started. How did we do this week? Well, any of you that watched the muffin chat last night, sorry, I'm recording this on Tuesday night. So any of you who watched the muffin chat on Monday night or who follow me on social media know that I hit 80 pounds lost this week. Woo, what an amazing, amazing accomplishment. So I will tell you what my weight was this week, and then I kind of want to go back a little bit. I weighed in on Monday morning at 169.4. Last week I was at 170.4, so I had a 1 pound loss this last week, which is just fine with me. Sorry about that. So 6 weeks ago, on June 22nd, was my last weigh-in of my 5.5 month plateau. So June 22nd, I weighed in at 182. I had been in the 180s, the low 180s, since December, I think, maybe January. So all of January, all of February, all of March, all of April, all of June, almost all of June, I had been stuck between 182 and 185. Well, 181 and 185. I would just bounce around, and I was at a loss. I saw my doctor. We did blood tests. Everything is a-okay. I'm healthy as a horse. He said, your body's just at a stall. It needs a rest. You've lost a lot of weight in a year, and you need to just rest. So that was at the beginning of June that I saw my doctor, I think. So on June 22nd, me and a couple of the other girls here on YouTube had been talking about the Wendy plan. Now, if any of you don't know, the Wendy plan originally was a plan that uses all of your dailies and all or most of your weeklies spread out in a varying pattern throughout the week. You will use, some days will be lower, some days will be higher, but the original Wendy plan was always at least your daily target limit and then up. So some days you would go really high into your weeklies, and some days you would stay at just your regular daily points. I get 30 points a day and 35 weeklies. So doing all of that math, if I eat all of my daily points every day, 30 points a day times 7 days is 210 points. So I should be eating at least 210 points in a week. I've been having a really hard time. I am not one who uses all my points, and for a while I thought that was the problem, so I started increasing my points, and that didn't really work because then I didn't stay the same. I just started gaining weight, and I was so frustrated. So Heather from Heather's Weight Loss Journey. I'm sorry, Heather. She just recently changed her channel name. So Heather and I were talking because we lose a lot the same way. We're very slow losers. When we use our weeklies, we tend to gain, and when we use just our daily points, we tend to maintain. So we started talking, and we decided to start doing a modified Wendy's plan, where there were a couple of days a week where we would go a few into our weekly. I think she actually does, her range is a little bit bigger than mine. She goes more into her weeklies, but that we would also go lower than our 30. I'm not sure what she gets in a day, but I get 30. So I actually have jumbled up my points. I have 2 days a week where I get right on to 30 points. I get 2 days a week where I get 24 points a day. I have 2 days a week. One of them I do 34 to 36 points. One I do 32 to 34 points. And then I think I have a 25 point day. So I'm varying. It goes from 24 points, and I always try to do a lower point day after a higher point day, and always a lower point day before weigh-in. So I go from 36 points on Wednesday to 32 points on Thursday and 24 points on Friday. So I bring it way down. So far, this process has worked tremendously for me. I will break it all down for you, but in the 6 weeks that I have been doing this modified plan, I've lost 12.6 pounds. So that's over 2 pounds a week, which is incredible. Now, I didn't have a 2-pound loss every week. I had 2 actually really big weeks, and let me back up. I think it is actually 7 weeks because I had 1 week when I did not weigh in. So I'll break it down for you. On June 22nd, I was at 182 on the dot, kind of where I had been for months. So June 22nd was the first day of the first week that I started doing this modified Wendy's plan. So on June 29th, when I weighed in, I was at 178.0, 4 pounds lost. That was my biggest loss to date, other than my very first week on Weight Watchers. So after June 29th, the following week I got sick. I spent 2 days not being able to hold down food. I wasn't drinking water. I had lost quite a few pounds, and I didn't feel it was right to weigh in. At that point, I was weighing in on Wednesdays. So I waited until the following Monday to switch back to weighing in on Mondays. So 10 days I didn't weigh. From June 29th to July 11th, 10 days. When I weighed in on July 11th, I was at 172.4. So in those 10 days, with me being sick, I lost 5.6 pounds. Incredible. I had broken out of my plateau. I was far enough away that I couldn't even see it anymore. And since then, I have slowly lost a few more pounds. From July 11th to July 18th, I lost 0.8 pounds. So not terrific, but if I remember right, that was my monthly week. And then last week I weighed in at 170.4. So last week I had a 1.2 pound loss. This week I had a pound weight loss. Now that is perfect for me. As most of you know, my Weight Watcher goal is 160. So I am 9.4 pounds from my goal. Now I'm still not sure what I will do when I get there. I may do 10 more pounds and go to 150. 150 is my lowest that I want to hit. And I know some of you out there are thinking 150 is still pretty heavy for someone my size. I'm only 5 feet tall. But I've talked it over with my doctor, and my doctor does not believe in the BMI. The highest weight range for someone my height, I think I'm 5'1", is 132 pounds. And my doctor and I both agree that that is way too low for me. It just isn't where I want to be. I'm actually very comfortable where I am right now. 10 more pounds will be icing on the cake to get to my goal. And if I do 10 more pounds after that, that will put me very comfortably at 150. And I will have a little bit of wiggle room to go up and down if I need to. But right now, right this minute, my goal is set at 160. And I'm going to keep it there and see how I feel when I get there. I have gone from a size 22-24 pant to a 12. So I have made great strides. I started with a 2X shirt, and now most of my shirts are mediums. I feel really comfortable in my body right now. It's still not perfect. It still has jiggly wiggly parts, and I have lots of extra skin, and after I hit 160, I would really like to focus more on toning and shaping my body rather than losing more weight. But we'll see when we get there. Who knows? With the rate that I tend to go, it could take me 6 months to lose this last 9 pounds, which is just fine with me. I kind of got out of my rut, and I feel a lot better about that. And I'm so close. A year ago, 15 months, 16 months, whatever it is, when I started this journey, I did not want to lose 100 pounds. I didn't want to do it. The number seemed so big to me and so massive. And I thought to myself, well, okay, let's just lose 90 pounds. You can do 90 pounds. It was still a humongous number to me. And it's a lot of weight to lose in such a short amount of time. I mean, I know people want the whole instant gratification. I want to lose weight. I want to be thin now. I want it to be healthy. And I am. I had all my blood work done at my last doctor's appointment. My cholesterol is perfect. My blood pressure is perfect. My kidneys and liver are functioning perfectly. My sugar was perfect, right where it needed to be. And for someone who has always had health issues, I take a lot of steroids. I have asthma, for anyone who doesn't know. I was born almost 11 weeks early, and I have always had lung problems. And I take 2 pretty massive doses of steroids every day, which is also part of the reason that my face gets puffy. A lot of that is the steroids that I take. So some days my face will look really thin, and other days my face, my face will look puffy. It's just a fluctuation in the steroids that I take, but it also adds on pounds to my body, so I have to fight even harder to get them to come off. And it's taken a long time for me to get healthy, and I'm happy where I am. I'm comfortable. I'm healthy. I can play with my kids. I can fit into regular size clothes. I'm not embarrassed to go to the beach anymore. I'm not embarrassed to be in photographs with my kids. And I think that is the epitome of why I did this journey. So yeah, we are at 80.6 pounds lost. It feels incredible. This community has rallied around me and supported me and been not only a source of inspiration, but encouragement. I kind of stuck it through during my plateau. I hung through it. I worked hard. I busted my ass. I was still working out 4 to 6 times a week. I was eating just the way that I needed to. And I broke through. And it feels pretty damn good. So I'm really proud of myself. So those are that's my weight loss for this week. What do I think I did right? I'm still getting all my waters in. I'm still getting all my steps in every day. I've been eating really well, staying within a few of my points. I've definitely been having trouble hitting all of my points some days. But I try to get as close as I can to the goal that I have set for myself. If I'm a little off, I try really hard not to beat myself up about it. I'm okay with where I am right now. What did I do? What could I do better? I definitely need to increase my activity. I'm not sure why, but my life has been a little insane lately. It just seems, and I know this is an excuse that everybody uses, I just have not been able to find time when my children will let me work out. I only have one that naps, and my other one, my son is 4, and we're having a lot of, he's not a bad boy, he's just 4, and he needs some extra attention right now. So in the hour and a half that my daughter is sleeping, I've been trying to spend that one-on-one time with him, playing board games, putting puzzles together, making Play-Doh, being outside. I'm just trying to spend that time with him because I think the naughtiness and the aggression that we're feeling from him is because he's not getting the attention that he needs. And I feel bad for that. But there's only so much of me. My husband works a lot of hours, and when he's not working, he spends as many moments as he can with our kids. But there just isn't enough time in the day. And being a stay-at-home mom is a lot more than just playing with your kids. I have a lot of stuff to do in a day, on top of a passion for YouTube that I am trying to maintain. And I am going to school online, so I try to sneak in a good hour of that every day. It's just a lot. And so these last couple of weeks, I've really been focusing that time when my daughter is sleeping. For a long time, I used it to work out. I would put a movie in for my son. He was okay to just relax and be calm and watch a movie and let me work out. These last few weeks, he's really needed my attention, and I really enjoy that one-on-one time that I get with him. So that's kind of where my time has gone. And any of you who have kids or grandkids or a dog that likes to lay on your exercise mat, exercising with 2 children who are awake and always needing something or wanting to sit on top of you is just a lot of work. And we're trying to walk a lot, and like I said, I've been getting my steps. I am in a Facebook group with some of the other women here on YouTube, and we just finished a 30-day squats and ab challenge, which was awesome. I managed to get every single day done last month, and we just started a new one on Monday. For our arms, we're giving our legs and our abs a break this month. And I try to squeeze that in the morning when I am down here just having my coffee or whatever. They're normally pretty quick, just take a few minutes. So I try to do at least that. And I've been trying to get in at least 2 or 3 walks a week with my kids or by myself. So we're working on it. The activity could definitely be raised, but I'm not beating myself up about it. I'm active and on my feet all day long. I very rarely, I know you guys you see me sitting practically in the same spot all the time when I film, and it's only because it is a controlled environment as much as can be controlled while I have 2 running children around. But that is really the only time that I get to sit down, is at mealtime. And most of the time I have to feed my kids first and send them outside or find them something to do just so that I can sit down and enjoy my meal, because I need to enjoy my food. I need to be able to sit and eat and process what I'm eating, track it in my planner, think about it, and that's the only time during the day I get to sit down. So if that's what it is, that's what it is. I'm not going to beat myself up about it. The activity will come back when life mellows out, and in the meantime, I just try to do what I can. So overall, I had a pretty good week. I am amazed and completely in shock at how much weight I have lost. If I can find it, I have one from a few weeks ago. I will try to insert some pictures at the end of this video, some progress shots for you. I hope you're all having a great week, and I hope you all have a great weigh-in. And please remember to check out all the ladies in the links below. Check out their Weight is Enough Wednesday. Support them on their journey. This community is so amazing. We all in this community are dealing with some bullies and a lot of name calling and very juvenile things that are happening right now. But we can rise above that, and we can be a better community for it. So love one another, support one another. Go away. Sorry. So, yeah, that's it. My message is be nice to people, because you never know the battle that they are battling. Everybody in this world is battling something in their own way. And when you have a bad day, think about how many people would appreciate your bad day over the bad day that they're having. So life can get kind of shitty sometimes, but it could always be worse. So remember that there are people out there less fortunate than you. Just do something nice every day. Smile at a stranger. Hold the door open. Pay for someone's coffee in the car behind you. I had it happen twice in the last month to me in our little area. So I have paid it forward and paid for the person behind me. It's just a reminder that people can be good and honest, and we need more of that. So be kind to one another. Be kind to yourselves. Don't be so hard on yourself, and just remember that this is a journey, and it is a life journey, not a sprint. It is not meant to be done and over with in a short amount of time. So be kind to yourselves, and I will see you guys next week. Bye, guys.